by Bolander,
Annie Laudick,
and Yacko.
The hero journey is a pattern of narrative that was identified by the American scholar Joseph Campbell. This pattern appears in drama, storytelling, myth, religious ritual, and psychological development. He studied stories across the globe and discovered a common pattern that is told in tales despite cultural differences in the story. This discovery led to the hero journey lens. The hero journey lens has certain requirements but allows for the specific details to be expressed. Campbell noticed 8 distinct stages the hero goes through to achieve his or her destiny. Campbell believes everyone has a golden seed within, and everyone has the ability to be a hero and embrace his or her true self. These characteristics are used to create the stages of the hero journey.
The movie Tangled, directed by Nathan Greeno, released on November 24, 2010, is about a young woman, Rapunzel, voiced by Mandy Moore, who lives her life locked in a tower by her mother, voiced by Donna Murphy. She notices floating lights each year on her birthday and wants to go into the real world to see them. She asks her mother to leave for the tower for her 18th birthday, but when her mother says no, Rapunzel sneaks out of the castle with help from a male intruder named Flynn, voiced by Zachary Levi. She goes on adventures with him where she learns about the true world. In the end, she learns the floating lights are meant to find the lost princess, and Rapunzel is that lost princess.
After Rapunzel and Flynn leave her tower and her world behind, she discovers truths that were hidden from her and her world, which lead her to her destiny of being the long-lost princess, completing her hero journey.
Rapunzel's world consists of the tower she lives in with her mother. Rapunzel is confined in the tower, never to meet anyone from the outside world. Her mother has instilled in her the idea that the outside world is bad and the people are evil monsters. Her mother also paints the illusion that their lives in the tower are perfect. Rapunzel has the same routine every day, but deep down she wants more out of life. Because Rapunzel is locked away in her tower, she is unable to enter the real world and start her hero journey.
Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder when will my life begin.
Rapunzel is born with magic glowing hair that heals people. Rapunzel received her magical powers from an actual golden seed or flower. She literally has a golden seed within her. Her special hair is a unique ability she possesses and is her birth. Also, every year on her birthday, lights are released into the sky. Rapunzel's mother tells her these lights are just stars, but Rapunzel knows that these lights are different. Deep down, Rapunzel knows these lights are released every year on her birthday for a reason. They might even be for her. She acknowledges there is something special about the lights and feels connected to them. She begins to wonder if there is something special about her, which is an acknowledgement of her unique characteristics and golden seed aspect.
I've charted stars and they're always constant, but these? They appear every year on my birthday, Mother. Only on my birthday. And I can't help but feel like they're meant for me.
Rapunzel feels called throughout her life from the floating lights sent out on her birthday to discover the rest of the world. Rapunzel convinces her mother to leave the tower to get her a birthday present. While Rapunzel is alone, a man, later we learn his name is Flynn Rider, breaks into the tower. The opportunity to escape the tower and see the lights is presented through his intrusion. She decides to let him take her to see the floating lights. After contemplating whether or not to leave or go back home, her world, she decides she must discover the lights and understand them. She knows she cannot hide forever and must face those who may want her hair. Her curiosity leads her to start on the road that will lead her to the floating lights and her destiny. Flynn leads her to be compelled to leave the tower. The undeniable feeling to leave and discover the lights is her call to go down the road and later find the hero within herself.
Gotcha!
Rapunzel has several supernatural aides throughout the movie: Flynn, Pascal, and Max. Flynn gives Rapunzel the opportunity to leave her tower and start her on her hero journey. Not only does Flynn act as a guide for Rapunzel on her journey, but he is her herald. Pascal is Rapunzel's chameleon and best friend. Pascal is always with her at the end and gives her a push when needed. Pascal encourages Rapunzel to ask her mother to see the lights. Max plays a big role in Rapunzel being able to complete her hero journey. Max helps Flynn break out of jail, go to the tower, and help free Rapunzel from her mother.
I can't believe I did this! I can't believe I did this.
Rapunzel faces many challenges during her hero journey, but she manages to power through them all to continue onto her destiny.
When Rapunzel first leaves her tower, she starts to have an inner conflict. Rapunzel is scared that her mother is going to find out she left the tower and be mad at her. Although Rapunzel has the inner conflict, she still loves her freedom and doesn't want to go back to her tower. Flynn tries to convince Rapunzel to go back home and does everything he can to scare her away from the real world. Flynn takes Rapunzel to a bar, the Snuggly Duckling, in an attempt to scare her into going home. However, Flynn's plan fails and Rapunzel's dream of seeing the lights is reinforced by the people at the bar. While Rapunzel and Flynn are at the Snuggly Duckling, the royal guards come into the bar looking for them. Rapunzel's new friends help them escape so she can live her dream. While Rapunzel and Flynn are running from the guard, they get trapped in a cave that is filled with water. Rapunzel and Flynn are close to death. However, Rapunzel remembers that she has magic hair that glows when she sings. Rapunzel's golden seed helped them escape and continue their journey. Flynn and Rapunzel are sitting at a bonfire, and Flynn leaves to get firewood. Rapunzel's mother shows up at this moment and tries to convince her to come home. Rapunzel is enjoying her freedom and is starting to fall in love with Flynn. Rapunzel finally stands up to her mother and demands freedom. All of her struggles and encounters on her journey combine to make her road, which is the stage that will lead her to reaching her destiny.
All at once, everything looks different now that I see you.
I should have given it to you before, but I was just scared. And the thing is, I'm not scared anymore. You know what I mean?
Rapunzel's journey with Flynn was a whole new experience for her, and it really opened her eyes. Flynn and Rapunzel finally made it to the kingdom to see the light. Flynn takes Rapunzel on a boat so they have a better view of the lights. At this moment, Rapunzel realizes her assumptions about the world were wrong. People are not monsters with fangs, they are loving and just like her. Rapunzel finds hope in humanity through her newfound relationship with Flynn. She has a revelation while she is with Flynn. It is a new birth of her own self and of the actual world. Rapunzel gains insight as to what her destiny is once her mother convinces her to come home. Rapunzel and her mother go back to the tower and Rapunzel locks herself into her room. Rapunzel reflects on her journey with Flynn and notices the sun pattern of the kingdom in her paintings. Rapunzel has the realization that she's a long-lost princess and her mother was hiding her from the world just to use her. She realizes that her mother was wrong about the world and she should have been hiding from her all along. This is her apotheosis because she finally reflects on the insights she had gained along the road. It has allowed her to come to the end of her journey because she considers everything that has happened and conclude what her destiny is. She realizes her true destiny from her original golden seed and knows what her purpose is, to be the long-lost princess.
I am the lost princess, aren't I? Did I mumble, Mother?
After realizing her destiny, Rapunzel acknowledges the true world, but must be rescued so she may become a hero. Flynn breaks into her tower and he sees Rapunzel tied up by her mother. Rapunzel makes a deal with her mother. She agrees to go with her if she is able to save Flynn's life. Rapunzel goes over to Flynn and then he cuts her hair. At this moment, Rapunzel's mother dies and she is now free. Now that her hair is gone, she can truly let go of her old world and her life can finally begin. Rapunzel returns to the kingdom, goes home to her family to embrace her true self. She begins her role as a princess of the kingdom. Rapunzel and Flynn get married, and Rapunzel realizes the world isn't a bad place after all. This is a boon because Rapunzel re-enters the world and takes her destined place as the long-lost princess. She's a beloved ruler and fulfills her destiny and purpose after completing her hero journey. Rapunzel follows the steps and completes her hero journey by reaching her destiny. Because the hero journey applies to this story, the argument that the hero journey is universal is strengthened. The same pattern is followed in the movie Tangled. There are only minor differences based on Disney's interpretation in the story. Tangled fits into Campbell's hero journey, which provides more support that the hero journey is a universal lens, and all characters have the capacity to be a hero.